Okay, so now you need to know how to make some of those advanced mail setting changes. So let's go to your mail settings. Click on the gear, go to settings, and then choose labs. When you click on labs, if you haven't already enabled, you want to enable the following labs: canned responses, default text styling, extra emoticons, inserting images, send and archive, and undo send. To enable something, you just click on enable. So search for undo send and enable that. And when you're done selecting all the things you want to enable, you just simply save your changes and they'll be enabled. Once you've enabled the labs that are recommended here, you want to save your changes, and then we'll go back. It will automatically take you to your inbox, and then you're going to need to modify a few of those items. The first thing is the undo send feature, because by default it's going to be at 10 seconds, which is hardly enough time to change your mind and undo the send. So I change it to the 30 seconds, and then I also want to point out that now that you've enabled default text styling, you can change what the body of your message looks like each time you type by default. So you can play around with that, and when you get what you want, you can go ahead and save that as well. So that's up to you. And those are just a couple of tweaks you need to make with your settings after you enable undo send in default text styling. And once you have made those changes, you have to save them. I'm just going to show you an example of how undo send works. So if I compose an email, I'll send an email to Allison Malika, and this is the email. Now I might have written something I didn't want to say, or I might have forgotten to attach a file. Nevertheless, I hit send, and you can't see it here because of the way the window is set up. Oh, hold on, maybe I can get it down there. You can see this message has been sent, undo or view message, so I'm just going to hit undo. And when I do that, it comes right back to me in draft form. So I have the option now to discard it. I can say, oh, I don't want to send that at all. I can attach the file, or I can finish, change what I say, etc., etc. So that's how undo send works. And as you can see, my default text styling changes took place. So you can see that's there. And so I'm going to go back to compose and show you how here now I can insert an image and put that image directly into the email instead of as an attachment. And so I select the image and click OK, and that ends up there. So the email, and then I can resize the image, resize the image in the email itself as well. So that's the handy part of enabling the ability to insert an image directly in the email instead of having it simply be an attachment. The other thing I want to point out is send and archive. So I click on send. This is to send this. Because I'm starting this email, if I hit send, I don't have the option to send and archive because it's automatically going to go into my sent mail. It's not going to be in my inbox. But let's say I want to reply to something. So the reason I say, okay, I'm going to reply to this. Stop sending me email. So I never want to, I'm not going to need this email again. I just want to, I might be answering a simple question. No, I do not. Do you want to go get a donut? No, I do not. I don't need that in my inbox anymore. So I can just click on send and archive. And that was one of the labs that you enabled. The other thing you can do too is insert emoticons. So here you have a list of choices. So if you click on that, and then you have the additional ones as well. So you can really go to town with your emoticons. And finally, canned responses, which are great. So let's say you're making a homework reminder. So you're constantly sending out homework reminders. And it might be 3 paragraphs long. So you type it up, and then you just click on canned responses, call it new canned response, homework reminder, okay. send it out. You can send it out to the person or not. But now that it's saved, if I go and click on Compose and I want to send out a homework reminder to somebody, I can just send it out. Click on Canned Response, insert homework reminder, and that 3-paragraph homework reminder will go in. So we've covered how to enable the labs that we recommend, and how to modify them in our mail settings, and how to use them. And that's all there is to it.